Did you know that it's an 80% pass rate when GED scholars take their GED exam? And 50%, that means 1 out of every 2 scholars who take and pass their GED exams and receive their GED diploma enroll in college. Most colleges and employers accept the GED diploma. So what does that mean for you? That means you should be working towards getting your GED. I am Professor Ejean of PJ Education Group, and we offer GED prep lessons, prep tutoring sessions, and encouragement to get your GED through our OPM training school. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a first-time viewer, thank you so much for viewing this video, which means you are preparing to get your GED or you know someone who needs to get their GED. If you are a returning viewer, thank you again so much for returning back to my YouTube channel. I need everybody who is viewing this video to do me a huge, huge favor right now. Please, ma'am, please, sir. I need you to please like this video right now. Go ahead and hit that button and like this video. I need you to share this video with someone who you know is preparing to get their GED. And then please do me a favor and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your subscription means a lot to me. Plus, you will receive notifications of when I drop new videos, when I post new videos. All right. So today we're going to focus on GED math. And before I get started with that, I said that twice, but before I start sharing the lesson information, I want to make sure that you have already set up your GED account. You know, I'm such an advocate of the official GED website. So please make sure you do that. The website for setting up your GED account is GED.com. When you set up your GED account, all things GED to set up your testing schedule, you have to go through the GED website. Many of you ask questions about the cost for GED, how many points you need to earn, how many exams you need to take. All questions are answered on the official GED website. And I have videos for you to watch that provides tips on setting up your GED website. I have a video that talks about the landing page and FAQs as well to answer some of those questions about how to get started. What does it take? All of that information that I am sharing with you right now is on the official GED website. Plus, I do have videos that you can watch and learn, and hopefully all of the questions that you have between my videos and the official website, you can, on GED.com, your questions will be answered. And of course, you can always reach out to us. Our number is 972-499-5229. Plus, you can go to our website and email us from our website as well. And if you have additional questions, one of our team members will love to help you with your questions. Okay. So now, today, I'm going to focus on the absolute value of a number. It is a math problem or two that you may see on your GED exams and your GED math exam. This is a really good problem to try to learn how to solve because, again, the minimum score that you must earn to receive your GED is 145 points. Now, the point system for GED exams is a little bit different than high school or your typical traditional schools, college. When you're taking an exam, typically you have already 100 points on the table. And if you answer any questions incorrectly on your traditional exams in your traditional schools, typically your 100 points will reduce based on the value system for that question, that value points for the question, right? Well, it's different with GED. For GED exam, when you start off with 100 points, and if you answer questions incorrectly, your points do not reduce. Okay, your points don't reduce, which is great, right? So when you answer questions correctly, actually you earn points on top of that 100. So let's just say you earn 120 points, then you get a question incorrectly. Your points do not reduce. It remains at 120 until you answer more questions correctly, and then your score increases, and it stays the same unless you answer questions correctly. Then your score increases, which is the goal, right? We want your questions to increase to at least the minimum of 145 points. So that's the great news. So the reason why I want to teach on a lesson on the absolute value of a number, I've had inquiries from some of my scholars as relates to how to solve this problem. And I know it can be a little bit confusing, but I want to bring clarity to solving this problem because, again, this is something that you can probably put in your front pocket to use to answer to earn those points because some of the other questions may be a little bit more difficult, right? So let me get my whiteboard together. Hold on one second, my electronic whiteboard, and we are going to get into this lesson. It shouldn't take too long, but I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to be able to solve the absolute value of a number. And let me get this off my screen. Hold on one second. Okay, cool. All right, that was a notification. Now, I'm going to type the title of this lesson so that you can see it. And value. Very good. That is the title of the lesson. We all can see it on the whiteboard. Okay, so let me give you some examples of the absolute value. So when you see a problem that is about the absolute value, you're going to see a number in between two straight lines. Okay, so now the beautiful thing to know about the absolute value is that the absolute value of a number is always positive. The answer is always positive, not negative. Okay, so the absolute value of 3 equals 3. Okay, the same thing. If you have a negative number in between two straight lines, not brackets, the absolute value of -3 is 3. Why is that a rule? Well, basically, the absolute value of a number is what its true value is. How many moves can you make with it? Okay, with that number. So it's not about if the number is positive or negative, but are you moving to the left 3 times? Are you moving to the right 3 times? Are you moving up? Are you moving down? Are you moving forward or backwards? So it's just a matter of how many moves are you making, just like a line dance, right? 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps forwards, 2 steps backwards. Okay, so that's what it is. It's basically, it's not about if the number is negative or positive, but it is more or less if how many moves you're making with that number. Now, with the absolute value of a number, you can also see maybe perhaps more than one number or terms inside the straight line. So for example, you may see, let's just say -3 plus 1. And we kind of rewrite that for you so you can see it. Plus 1, okay, equals, what's the absolute value of that? Okay, so first of all, the order of operations, we must first solve the numbers inside the two straight lines. So -3 plus 1 is -2 in between two lines. And of course, because we already know that the absolute value of a number is always positive, right? So the absolute value of -2 is just 2. Okay, there it is. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay, so let's try another one. I'm going to erase what's on my whiteboard. So what you may see, for instance, and give me a second to get this off the whiteboard. It takes a minute to Zoom has a different new whiteboard, so I'm still trying to figure it out a little bit. All right, there we go. So you may see a question that asks what options or which option equals to 5. We're just going to put +5, okay? So 5 is what we're looking for. So for instance, you may see option A may have -10 plus 5. All right. Option B may have 5 plus 5 plus 1. We'll just do that. Okay. Or let me do 2 so it won't look so. Oops. All right. There we go. Okay. Option C may have in between the absolute value, -10 plus 5. All right. Try to write it in here. Got it? All right. And then D may have the option of, let's say, 3 plus 2. All right. So we have 4 options. Now, let's look at option A. We have -10 plus 5. Now, remember, you have numbers with brackets and you have numbers with the absolute value lines, okay? So we have to be able to make sure we distinguish between the two. So A is the numbers are in between brackets. And because of the order of operations, we solve with inside the brackets first. So -10 plus 5 equals -5. So that cannot be the answer. And it's kind of over a little bit. So let me try to bring it in the screen where you can see it. -5. See? Okay. All right. So now, see if I can move it over there. So, okay, perfect. Now, for B, we have 5 plus 2, and that equals +7. Okay. Again, because those are in between, those numbers are in between absolute value. All right. For C, we have -10 plus 5, and -10 plus 5 is -5, but because the answer is in between two absolute value lines, is set up as an absolute value, but the answer is going to be 5. And then we have 3 plus 2. So I actually set up, we have 2 numbers, 2 answers, and that's 5 is on my. So C and D is the correct answer. Okay. So C and D is the correct answer. You have 2 options, and you may have that. You may have a question that says choose the answers, all of the answers that are correct. And so for this one, C and D is correct. Okay. So there it is, C and D. A is not correct because -10 plus 5, those numbers are terms, or we could say terms if we had a variable, are inside of brackets, not inside of brackets, not straight lines. Okay. So that's the absolute value of a number. Okay. So now let's just go over one more time the rule. For the absolute value of a number, the number is always going to be positive. Okay. The answer is going to always be positive. Okay. Always positive. So remember that. Whenever you get an answer for the absolute value, the answer is going to always be positive. So again, when we did an example, we showed an example. We know that A is not correct because it's -5. B is not correct because the answer is 7. C is correct because -10 plus 5 is -5. But because C, those numbers are inside of straight lines. Remember, whenever you have numbers inside of straight lines, the answer is going to always be positive. And then D, 3 plus 2 is 5, so that's a positive number. So we actually have 2 options that are correct. All right, that's the absolute value of a number. Not difficult at all. All right, hopefully you all received that and you have that. I wanted to show that to you real quick because, again, I've had some scholars ask me about that question, and I feel that that's the problems that have the absolute value can really be a good way to earn some points on your GED math. So I'm going to give some more math tips. I have math lessons that I've taught live before COVID when I was in my location with my students, my scholars live. And so you'll be able to see some of those as well. I don't know if I taught the absolute value. I don't think I did that. That's why I'm doing a live video as well. But I'm going to post some more videos on some math problems, algebraic expressions, functions, graphs, all of those wonderful things that sometimes we get stuck or stranded when it comes to GED math. I also do have videos on geometry as well. All right, so now we do have GED prep classes. We do have GED prep lessons, and that we provide to our scholars. I also have GED tutoring sessions that we offer through our organization as well. So if you are a scholar where You can do this on your own. You just need to watch videos. Hopefully my videos and other videos are helpful to you as well. If you are a scholar that needs guidance and a coach, we are here to support you as well. We do have programs that are available for our for GED scholars. Again, for more information about our programs, just go to our website, which is www.pjeducationgroup.com. And on that main website, we share with you the different programs that we have available for you as a scholar. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure that you learned a little bit if you didn't know anything about the absolute value of a number. And then, of course, make sure you watch your notes. I may put a couple of problems out there in the atmosphere for you to practice, so you can get your answers correctly. All right, don't forget to like this video, share this video with someone you know that needs their GED, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being amazing. I can't wait to hear from my GED scholars. Don't forget now, if you are getting your GED and you want to share your experiences with the world, with us, on our YouTube channel, we are going to start interviewing, that's right, interviewing GED scholars so that you can share your experience, your testimony, and be encouraging to other scholars. All right, guys, we appreciate all that you do to prepare for your GED. We are here for you. So again, reach out to us, pjeducationgroup.com, or you can give us a call at 972-499-5229. Take care.